Hi, Paige Litchens here with Paige's Yoga. Wanted to talk to you today about a practice of mindfulness. It's known as mindful breathing. And it's one where we're going to practice this today just for a few minutes and see if we can just mindfully breathe. It's safe for relatively everyone, but if you have any questions about it or feel it's the wrong practice for you, simply let go of the practice. Let go, and maybe this practice isn't for you today. Allow yourself to find a comfortable way to sit or lay down. Decide whether you decide to sit up. If you need to sit up maybe through the waist and through the back, maybe it's more comfortable to prop up some things behind your tailbone and sit up higher. Or maybe you prefer to lay down, and even in laying down, you may want to put some things underneath the neck or the arms or the legs. You may even feel it's more comfortable to put something over the lap or over the chest, as your body temperature may become cooler. And as you've decided on this comfortable seat or laying down position, take a moment to assess that and to notice, does it feel completely comfortable and supported? And if not, how could you do that? What else do you need to adjust? And then maybe you do feel that you've found a place and you can hold that for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. You're welcome to keep the eyes opened or closed. And you can hear that because if you thought that to meditate that you needed to close the eyes every time, that's not true. And in the eyes, start to still the gaze so that the gaze isn't all over the room looking. It's just the eyes are forward, looking forward, or the eyes are closed and they're looking forward. And as you notice that, let's bring some awareness to the breathing process. Start off just by noticing the fact that your body is breathing. You're not asked to change it, just aware of it. Noticing your breath while you notice sounds, other sounds. Sounds come and go. Are these sounds that we need to be aware of right now? And if so, we stop the meditation and take care of what needs to happen. And maybe it's time to start back again. Notice the breath. Notice where you notice yourself breathing. Where is that for you? For some, it's in the chest, some in the abdomen. But others notice it in plenty of other places within you. So I invite you now to take a little bit further observation of the breath. Notice inhalation, exhalation. You're consciously aware of it now, consciously controlling the breath. As I invite you to take deeper breaths in and out, counting of the breath. As you inhale, quietly count to counts of 4 or 5. And as you exhale, to a count of 4 or 5. Inhaling to a count of 4 or 5. And exhaling to a count of 4 or 5. Continue counting this way. Aware of the count of the breath. Aware that you are breathing and counting. Start to notice if the count is equal. Could my inhalation be as long as my exhalation? Counting the same time length in each direction. And you're aware of any place within you that has wandered already. Without judgment, without continuing the sentence of what you're thinking of, is it possible to start back again? Notice the breath. Aware of the inhalation and exhalation. aware of yourself counting inhalation and exhalation. And aware of thoughts that have drifted. Are you willing to see that you drifted? And also willing to start over? How quickly you start over at noticing the breath and counting. As I invite you now to take a deep breath in and a sighing breath out. Release the counting breath. Notice what you notice here. Having released the mindful breathing practice. Notice what you notice. Where do you notice? So I invite you now, if your eyes are closed, to start to look around you. You may feel it's more supportive to blink, to stretch or reach, to notice what you notice. Frequently asked questions are, am I supposed to stop thinking in meditation? Aren't I supposed to stop? No. The practice isn't about stopping as much as it is about this place of awareness that I wandered from, this place that I was focusing on. And then I start to do this repetition of starting it again. And then I'll start it again and again. And for many places, when we're practicing this, it's going to need that quite a number of times until the natural process of starting over isn't as long. It becomes a natural process of just starting over. And why do we do this? Frequently asked, what is the health benefit of this? This allows us to help our immune system. It helps our thought process so that we can work into various parts of the mind that may be stuck. It may be stuck because of judgment or blame or worry or overworking, dealing with change, fear and anxiety. A lot of reasons. The reasons aren't important as much as, why does this work? We're able to shift our focus mentally, works into our nervous system, which allows us to shift from a sympathetic to parasympathetic state. And you don't have to take my word for it. Maybe you noticed right when you were done a sense of, maybe you would call it peace, calm. Does that mean that the things that you were worried about were wrong? No. But we had a clear sense of how to go about approaching it and handling it. So I hope that this helps in some way. For further information, you'll want to go to my webpage and learn more about meditation. Feel free to read about more about the meditation practices. There's many styles, and this was just one of them. In the meantime, I hope you'll have a good week for no reason at all. Have a good week.